foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Yeah, drown out my problems, let me. When I've been magic, with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Okay, Coach, so the folks here, they are bundled up, but they're ready for football as you get a look at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he's brought down after a very nice gain. 22 yards there, a first down.
And the Browns, first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
180. Check 48's the mark. I got you. I got you.
Mayfield now from the 50. Going deep here for Landry. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Pistol. Let's go.
Here's Mayfield. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. It's complete to Snead. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Well, Snead figures to be an important veteran presence for Lamar Jackson. 2 years ago, it was a disappointing 2017 for Snead. That was in New Orleans. But then had a bit of a bounce-back campaign a season ago in his first go-around with Baltimore. 62 catches, 650 yards. Did have surgery in the offseason on his left index finger, but back to full health and ready to go. 12 yards the pickup there, good for a Raven first.
Check 4. Check the hot read.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he slides to avoid the hit. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Olivier Vernon. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. 20. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This is the rookie from Oklahoma State, Justice Hill. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He may try and run for this. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns' 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. This time Jackson will throw it. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. Towards the end zone for Brown. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Demarius Randall. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Tim Williams. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Alert! You got nothing.
Mayfield off the play fake. Escaping the pressure right. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Trying to lay one up deep. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, check. Run.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down.
That's good for the Browns. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 1st down, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. These two teams all tied after one. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. And again, it's Mayfield. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 26.
A gain of 15 yards. That's another Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Mayfield now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here. They give the Chubb out of the gun. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And now he'll tuck it and run. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
2nd down and goal. Mayfield to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. The safety that time, Tony Jefferson, there on the coverage. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Hey, orbit. Bring it. Bring it.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Well, everyone in this stadium knows Jackson can do that as well as any QB in the league. They talked about limiting some of his running this year, especially the design runs, but he's still going to scramble when he feels he has green in front of him. He led all quarterbacks last year, 695 yards rushing. And keep in mind, 80% of those came in the 7-game stretch when he was named starter late in the season. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Back-to-back good plays, have them on the move on first down. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. 5 yards on the carry, good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, It's Ingram. Ingram churning. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Play action. It's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
I got kicked out of that. Partner, you and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Flush to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
That was a good, strong run for a first down, and they are just dominating right now on this drive. They've stayed on the field, which consequently means the opposition's offense can't get out there and score any points.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson scoring on the 2-yard keeper as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Tucker with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Mayfield to throw it this time. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
80 weapons. Alert, 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 alert. Go.
A first down throw for Mayfield. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. Meanwhile, in Los Angeles, an update from there. Chargers continue to pull away. They have opened that lead up even further. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
A first throw for the backup Griffin. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And keep your eye on that man. 4 sacks last week, 1 there here in the second quarter. He can be so disruptive.
So what was he doing in the first quarter? What was going on?
Took a nap.
I think he tried to lull him to sleep a little bit. Like, yeah, okay, maybe you've got me this week. No longer. And you know, with the 4 sacks last week, it's obvious he gets his in flurries.
To throw is RG3. Olivier Vernon make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Sam Cook now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. Now Landry. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. By the way, they're into the second quarter now out in Carson. Chargers continue to pull away. They have opened that lead up even further. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield going back to Landry. This time he's got him complete. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
53, Mike 53. Watch the run. Good thing. They're running, man. Check the backer, check the backer. Switches.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. That's pulled in by the rookie from Notre Dame, Miles Boykin. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Finding room at the 30, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
I'd sure love to offer some advice to the defensive coordinator, but his guys are just getting run over by an offense that's executing like a well-oiled machine.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now this time he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jackson, he's going to fire one deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Willie Snead, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
He's coming. We got double up. Hurry! One touch!
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Regular.
Working out of the gun. Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Parker. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
They go play action with Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I'm seeing where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Okay, baby, I see you.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
And again, it's Chubb. And an alley to run. And they work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 15 yards on the play. First down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the safety creep.
A toss play to Chubb. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no, switch the mic right here. We go Mike 40, Mike 40. Oh, dang, pump. Watch out. Check.
He can run for it, and he will. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
Hey, watch out. Alert. Watch out.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield, flush to his right. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line.
On any first and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Switch. Shoot. Watch twist. Check 52. Hey, alert 33. Watch the ship.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. To throw, Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Seibert's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but he's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. As his guys are back within a single score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mayfield looks to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. It's caught by OBJ. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. A field position changer there. 49 yards on the punt. Couple that with a loss on the return. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 15. Jackson from the shotgun. They'll roll him out right. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Flushed out right. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Now Jackson. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And some room to roam now. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, that last run for a first down, it really should be the last straw for the defense. I don't care how many they've had in the box. They need to add more people.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it and avoids the contact by sliding. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. And now Jackson will look to throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Tucker's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Let's go, man. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so that the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Hey, seam 6.
From the gun, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
On third down, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I'm about to do a disservice to the catch we just saw. One-handed, coming down with it, just like that. Yeah, I know. Odell Beckham Jr. We're used to this, aren't we?
We are.
And that's just wrong on every level. That was spectacular.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Chubb with a carry on first down. It's not going to yield much, maybe a yard. It's second down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They run it again with Chubb. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. The Browns on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much, maybe a yard, and that's all. The Pro Bowler, Muhammad Wilkerson, brings him down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Hey, Charlie! My touch! My touch!
Well, the lead late in the fourth, but Mayfield's going to throw it. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
The Browns on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Chubb. And some room to work. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. It's in the fourth quarter down in Miami, and it's the Dolphins that wound up winning that one. If they hold on, a victory there would be their third of the year. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Cleveland, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, it's a tough blow to their playoff aspirations as they drop to 9-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.